Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in our last video we have seen path parameters and numeric validation in FastAPI. So actually we have covered a lot topic of FastAPI. So I'm highly recommend to watch those videos first and then come to this video. Okay, and actually we are following the official documentation steps of the tutorial which they have mentioned. So at the end, I'll also try to create a end-to-end project with fast API, so you will have a good understanding. Okay, so now let's jump into this topic, which is body multiple parameters. So in our last video, we have seen that we can pass parameters to path and also query, right? In this video, we'll see how we can use multiple parameters in body. Okay, so let's get started. So this first topic, mix path query and body parameters. So what it is saying that similarly as we have seen in our last videos that we can have parameters in path as well as with query. So also we can have parameters in item as well. Okay, so currently like in this first code, let's copy this and let's paste that in our main.py file which we have created in our last videos, right? And as you can see, my server is also running. So now I'll just try to go in official document, sorry, I'll try to go in my localhost 8000. I'll just say localhost 8000 slash docs. So now our documentation page will get open. So here, as you can see, it is expecting, if I click on this, then it is expecting item ID which is required. Okay, so let's say 2 is the item ID. I think we have added some validation for item ID. No, it is greater than 0, so that will be fine, right? And then it is also asking for query, but as we know that here query is optional. Okay, so we are not passing query here. And then it is also asking request body. Okay, so as you can see in our code, as we have only one model, so it is only expecting format like this. Okay, it is not taking any key as a model's name or an input of our parameter. Let's say this item, it is not taking item as a key. Okay, so this is the thing which we need to note, okay, when we have only one model. Okay, and let's say we have multiple models here. As you can see, we have multiple models, right? So let's copy this. I'll just copy and paste that here. As you can see, we have multiple models, and in this parameter, it is taking item ID, it is taking item which is our item model, and it is also taking user, okay, which is our user models data. Okay, so now we need to pass both the models in a body. Okay, so let's refresh our page, refresh our Swagger UI, and as you can see now it is expecting value like this. So as you can see in our uh, last code, we had one model, so that's why it was not taking item as a key, because it was automatically it will get automatically taken by the fast API. It will get handled by fast API internally, so we don't need to write item key while passing in that thing. Okay, but we are using two models here, so that's why we need to write format like this. Okay, so I'll just we can pass format like this. Okay, so we can also edit this. Okay, so that is the thing which I wanted to show, that when we have multiple models, then we can pass then we have to pass the uh, uh, item as a key. So by default, fast API will take the input item parameter as a key, and also it will it will it will take the value of that particular item as that item's value. Okay, so that is the thing. I hope you understood. So similarly, let's go ahead and then check. So this is the singular values in body. So let's say, like, you want some structure, like if you want to pass this kind of JSON, okay, so how you will do that? So if you will only let's say, let's just copy this. Okay, let's just copy this and just paste it here. So let's say if you are doing this kind of thing, let's say you have taken, you, if you want this kind of structure, right, importance colon 5, if you also want to add that importance thing with this two models data, so how you will do that? So if you will try to do something like this, like importance and colon int, which is a type of that importance, okay, so it will automatically take that as a query, because we know that by default, if you are not if you are not it, if you are not assigning anything, let's say for this item ID it is in URL, so it will be as a, it will be as a path parameter, right? If we are not telling that this is a path parameter, then it will automatically consider as a query parameter, so it will be considered as a query parameter. So we need to tell FastAPI that this is not a query parameter, but this is the body parameter. Okay, so now for that we just need to add this thing is equal to body here. Okay, so now if you will do that, then FastAPI will know that this is not a query parameter, but this importance is a FastAPI body parameter. Okay, so now you can pass this kind of JSON. Okay, means body content. Then let's go ahead and if you want to pass body parameters validation, then also you can do that with this. So let's say you want importance value as a greater than or equal to 2 or something, then also you can do with this. Okay, and let's go ahead, and earlier, like we have seen that if we are having only one model, let's say class item, so let's just copy this. Okay, and now let's just paste this, and earlier we have seen that we, if we have only one model, then we will only have a structure like let's go back. So if we have only one model, then we will have only structure like this. Okay, so body means FastAPI will only expect body like this. But if you also want to add a key as a like parameters value, so for that we need to tell FastAPI that you need to embed that item in a body. Okay, so for that you need to say body embed is equal to true. Okay, so similarly, that's what I have did here. We have told FastAPI that consider this uh, in a body as well. Okay, so now it will be as a key, and then value of that particular body will be as a value of this item. So now if we'll go into our FastAPI documentation, let's refresh. So as you can see that now we are having item as a key. So earlier we have not this key, right, when we have only one model, but now we have item as a key as well. So that's what the concept is. Okay, so I hope you understood the thing, how we can work with the body into FastAPI. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video.